You're tuned into Tampa Bay's RBLR Sports.
Hi, hello. How are you doing? My name is Liz. Tom's on the phone. This is RBLR Sun. There's a distinct lack of news this week. Tom, how are you?
Liz, I'm bored. I'm tired. I'm restless. I'm anxious. And most of that is because of the sun having nothing for us to report on.
Not a single thing, not a drip drop. I even stalked the Instagram looking for different likes, new followers.
Nope.
Either I'm very bad at my job, which I mean is possible.
Could be.
Or nothing has happened.
I think it's that. I think we've got I think we've hit the summer doldrums, the early July nothings. We went a full week of radio silence from our championship winning club.
I don't like this. I had how many months? 11 months basically of nonstop news.
Yeah.
You can't just take it away from me.
Even during the winter break, we were signing players like every other day, it felt like.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the summer break could so much colder and lonelier than the winter break.
I was just say, don't they know I need something to live for?
Yes. I'm falling to pieces over here, guys.
I mean, a little bit.
A little bit.
I have to go to the gym. It's awful.
Yeah. just to feel something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sucks.
So you're right. Wow. We're just trying to encapsulate the feeling that we know you're all having right now.
Yeah.
You're all coming to us hoping for something, for some sweet little morsel from our hands to your mouths.
Anything, any tidbit.
We got nothing for you guys. Turn
Not
the show off. Don't turn the show off yet. Give us.
Yeah.
We need the minutes.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you got to watch to like 7 minutes for us to get anything from the views or whatever. I don't know.
There is. We are shifting gears for a week. We are going to be a Super League podcast because other teams are doing stuff. So if you, as a Sun fan, want to know what's going on, it would be smart for you to stick around.
And to help you stick around, you should hit the like button and then the subscribe button. It's at RBLR Sports on the YouTubes where our beautiful faces are, and at RBLR Sun FC everywhere else on the internets.
Yep.
And now I get a cookie from our super producer for doing the thing. Yay.
A successful plug in the early minutes. Yeah. Liz, how are you? Are you holding up all right?
Yes, but only because of the women's Euros, honestly. If I didn't have the women's Euros, I don't know what I'd have right now. Like, honestly. I look forward every day at noon. I have some soccer, okay, and then at 3 I have soccer again, okay.
Yeah, I haven't been watching as much of it as I should because it is during the work day for the most part. And
I would never watch during work.
Well, I totally would, but I can't because of my dumb firewalls at work. So that's where I'm at.
I've been having so much trouble trying to find the games too. Like I've literally, I know we make jokes like everybody pirates women's sports. I've literally had to pirate women's sports because it says it's on Big Boy Fox, but I can't find it on any streaming app available.
There's no Fox at hey. I don't
know. I've looked at this. So there's the Fox Sports app, but it's not on Fox Sports. It's on Big Boy Fox.
Oh, that's supposed to make it easier.
You would think that.
You would think.
I didn't figure it out till today, and we're almost done with the group stage.
Yeah.
I needed the Spectrum TV app.
Oh. Well, Liz, fill a little time here. How's that tournament going? How's Switzerland looking?
I don't think Switzerland's doing well.
Thought they won a game.
I'm so bad at keeping. There's so many things going on. There's two games a day. I have not kept up necessarily on it, but it has been very entertaining, very exciting. Spain is murdering everyone.
Spain is going to win, as far as I can tell. But every game until the final will be very competitive.
They might. England, I believe, also was on a bit of a good hot streak.
Oh yeah, they 4-0 today, right? Who'd they play?
Where are the Euros?
Liz, this was like 7 hours ago for you. You were watching.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. They played they played. Oh, they made the Netherlands look real sad.
That's right. Yep.
Oh, also France. France made Wales very sad. I feel very bad for Jess Fishlock.
Jess Fishlock. Yep. Charlie Escourt.
She was trying her damnedest. She got the one goal in the 13th minute, which was they were already down by 1 by then. Yeah, because France scored in the 8th. It ended up being, like I said, a 4-1 game. But man, that was rough to watch, honestly, because Wales was trying so hard. And I also love Wales because according to one of the queer blogs that I follow, it is the gayest team at the Euros because they have the most amount of out players.
The gayest team.
Yes, I love it. I love that. Like let's establish them that way. Wales is the gayest team.
I wish them the best.
Yeah, so here we go. We got Norway and Switzerland at the top of Group A. We got Spain and Italy at the top of Group B. Sweden and Germany at the top of Group C. And France and England top of Group D.
Okay. A lot of the usual.
Spain might win it all, though.
Yeah, they look incredible.
I believe they're also the only one to have won all 3 of their matches. They are the only team to have won all 3 of their matches so far.
Well, I hope we're watching. Let's sign somebody from there.
Oh, that would be great. Oh my God. Is that what we're waiting for? Is that we want everyone else to announce so we can just drop a bomb like that?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully somebody from the Euros, but we'll see. I'll face about.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So the other teams
watch
in the league,
though, if you haven't been, because it is really exciting. Honestly, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I apologize.
No, it's straight up the best soccer going on at the moment.
Yeah. The men's Canadian Cup is going on too. Although I think that's going on tonight. Tonight's the last match. My bad.
Not last match, but Forge just upset Montreal. I was watching that game.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, and I think
when I was watching, they were still in an interruption when I checked.
Yeah, all right, get this. I turned the game on and I'm watching. It's in Hamilton. Forge are up. It's in like the 20-something minute. Interesting game. Forge are control and play. And then no explanation, no nothing. I look down, I look back up, and we're in Montreal all of a sudden. It's like the 50th minute.
Yeah, the power just went out.
Yeah, there was a power outage
at the stadium. so like all the feeds went out, all the lights went out.
Yeah. They were broadcasting the previous game just to fill time.
Yeah.
I
think Yuri is mad at us because we're talking about men's soccer.
I thought I was tripping or something. Yeah, our bad. All right. Yeah, Liz.
Men's soccer. Yuck. No. All soccer good. They have their own Open Cup. That's really cool.
The men? That's really progressive.
That's what the Canadians.
Yeah. The American Open Cup is boring. It's just MLS teams.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
But the Forge are still alive, so I'm Team Hamilton now. Let's go Forge.
Okay.
What else we got? Who else is doing anything? Championship, League One, League Two. I don't want to talk about League Two.
No, we don't want to talk about that.
That league victimized me for the, 7th year in a row at this point.
I think it's just USL. USL is just going to victimize you in general.
Yeah. Well, not Super League.
They're victimizing us right now by not giving us news.
Oh, yeah. I was still remembering the trophy. That's a good balm, having won a championship.
Honestly.
It can get you through the tough times.
It is nice. It is nice.
I think my cat might be about to throw up on my blanket. Okay.
Oh.
It's that kind of show, Fafo. I agree, man.
Nope, honestly.
Good.
Even he's like, what are you guys talking about? Men's soccer?
MLS teams. Sorry, Faf. He's going through it. Sorry, I got an issue. No, he's good. He's good. All right, back to it.
You're like, no, it's fine. I swallowed it. It's fine.
All right.
See what you're missing out if you're not watching us on YouTube?
Yeah. You just watched an adorable old cat almost hack up a lung.
Yeah.
Well, he's still going a little bit. He'll be all right. Papa, I'm trying to do something, dude.
Jesus. I mean, I can't hear it if that helps.
Okay, that does help. I can hear it. We got to move past this. We got to be professional.
I see him like lurching.
All right. Liz,
all right, so Sun News. I'm not editing this out. Yeah, no, that's fine. You leave that in. We need the roll time. It's fine.
Yeah. Liz, you want to update us on everything that's happened out of the Sun real quick?
Sure. And that's the news.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Thanks for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe. No, we're not done. We're not done. Liz,
go like.
Pick a team. Pick a team.
Let's start with DC.
Start with DC. Oh, how creative. The one right at the top.
You know what? I was trying to make it easy for you and like maybe fool the audience, but okay, sure. Just pull back the curtain. Shine a light.
Kayfabe is dead. Yes. All right. DC, they've made a couple signings, and they have made a re-signing. So earlier this pod week, so last week about this time, they brought in a midfielder, Ellie Gilbert from the University of Georgia. She graduated there 2024. So she played her first rookie year of pro ball out in Hungary with a team called FTC, F the Cosmos. That's topical right now. FTC Telecom. She was a crucial part of what they did out there. Started in and won the championship game. It was Telecom's 6th consecutive Hungarian championship. So if you didn't know, now you know. There's a dynasty brewing in Hungary. So really impressed. That's a championship pedigree right there. It's Hungary. Whatever, guys. Liz, you want to take any of these? You want to give me your opinion on some of these signings? How do you want to do this?
Oh, I was like, wait a minute, I recognize that name. DC re-signed midfielder Katrina Guiu.
Yep, Philippine national teamer.
Yeah, she had 10 starts, just over 1,000 minutes played. I remember her being really good. It seems very silly that they didn't just keep her.
Yeah,
from the beginning.
I don't know if they released her and restructured a contract or what happened there, but yeah, she's one of the better players there, and out of the players that they didn't get rid of. I think she got utilized more towards the end of the season, so good player to bring back on, I think. They also did sign a new player out of Liga MX Femenil, which I like. I think that's a league Super League should be looking at down there in Mexico. She played for Mazatlan. She is midfielder Chenye Asher, and she is a Jamaican national teamer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think maybe 2 years ago was her last appearance, but it's a pretty tough team to break into. She did play briefly for the Washington Spirit back in 2021 as like a national team replacement player. Mm-hmm. So I guess she just likes DC. Maybe she forgot a shirt, little laundry or something in the Audi Field locker room. She's got to go back and pick it up. But yeah, she's a heavy 32-year-old, has been playing since 2016-17 as a pro. So she brings a good veteran pedigree, something that team could really use to stabilize themselves going into what could be a pretty crucial year for them after what was sort of a nightmare year for them.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So, which makes sense that they picked up goalkeeper McKenna Gottschalk from Fort Lauderdale. Had 5 games, 4 starts. We'll probably back up Aquino because Aquino was their starting.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
But I can tell if they want to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just I mean, not much to say there. Fine signing, you know.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. You want to go down the list and hit everybody with the bombshell right at the 15-minute mark? The only cool signing that happened? Or do you want to save it? Tease everybody.
I think there's 2 cool signings.
What's the other one? Well,
Not
now
highlighted.
that's not a signing.
That's kind of cool, though.
It's very cool, but I don't think it's a signing. It's
okay, fine.
I mean, I guess he
signed something.
He did sign something.
Yeah.
All right. No, let's save that team for last because they are the coolest and most interesting right now.
All right, fair enough.
All right, we'll go down to Brooklyn then, right?
Brooklyn released Kess Elmore. She had 11 games, 132 minutes. Not much to say there.
No, came off the bench when they needed her, I guess.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, that was all they really did for the past week. There is a rumor that we're going to throw in there. I don't like to traffic in rumors. It feels dishonest. It feels scummy. And we're nothing if not professional here. But they are rumored to sign a head coach because they are without one at the moment. And the rumor mill is churning up a man named Tomás Tangarinha. He is Portuguese. He is currently the head coach of Daimaense in the top flight of Portugal. They are 8th. They finished the season 8th out of 12, just outside the relegation zone. I don't know much about the man. He does not have an English language, a lot of resources on him. I'm sure it's a competitive league. I'm sure he knows what he's doing to be out there. I don't love 8th out of 12, you know?
Yeah.
I don't love a team I've never heard of before.
It doesn't inspire confidence, but I'm not gonna rule it out. And it's also just a rumor.
And hey, if he opens up maybe a little pipeline to Portugal to get some players over, that might be a nice angle.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Carolina signs forward Luana Grabius from Brooklyn. Luana Grabius is just team hopping.
Yeah.
All over the place.
3 teams. She's got to be the first to do it. Be signed to 3 Super League teams, right?
Yeah. Wasn't she the one that she was like, she just had to see something like, I can't remember. It was some stupid quote. I can't even remember what it was. I don't know why I brought it up.
No, you're thinking of shout out JD. It's been a couple weeks since we've mentioned him on the podcast.
Yeah.
He was saying that we do our no place worse than Fort Lauderdale chant, and then we name every city in the league. And she just had to see for herself. She's got to see every city.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was actually the first ever interleague transfer from Fort Lauderdale up to Brooklyn last fall. So she got a little bit of a head start on everybody to start team hopping. She was the second leading scorer on Brooklyn, 5 goals in 27 games. So that's a pretty nice signing for Carolina. I think they rightfully upset they didn't make the championship game after winning the Players' Shield, being one of the best teams in the league all season. So I'd look for them to make a nice little run. They've got a couple signings, 2 of which I really like, and the third is pretty intriguing. Let's hit us with that second one because I don't want to have to say this.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, they signed goalkeeper Sydney Martinez from Brooklyn. Who was a phenomenal keeper, honestly, but lost their starting job to the U.S. women's national team hopeful Niku Purcell for most of last season.
Yeah, that's a tough battle. If you've been listening, if you know me, I've been banging the drum for Sydney Martinez for over a year and a half at this point. Probably close to 2-3 years because she's a USF player and was incredible for the Bulls. I am worried we're losing out on a couple, USF girls or girls from Tampa. One of the signings is a Tampa native for a team we'll talk about in a couple minutes, and that wasn't really our control because it's a loan. But yeah, I don't like seeing, Georgia Brown going to Jacksonville after playing 4 years at USF the past 4 seasons. I don't like Sidney Martinez going to Brooklyn and then going to Carolina. Like, you got a problem with us? Like, I don't know. I like her. We're trying to get all the Sydneys together, and it just seems like it's not going to happen. And then Carolina's third signing. This one's interesting to me. She is a forward. Alyssa Walker was just last season on the books for Spokane Zephyr. Did not play, though. I'm not sure what the issue there was. It was an injury. She didn't fit in. But she, you look at that and you say, what? She played for, well, she was rostered to Spokane but never played for him. Can't be that good, right? You look a little bit deeper. The previous year, she was with Koga, HB Koga in Denmark, a Champions League club. Scored 4 goals in 16 league matches, which is
That's
a nice
how you
little,
say that?
it is when you spell it wrong on the notes.
Oh, okay.
Koga, not Hoga, yeah.
Okay, I was like, what is going on in Denmark with spelling? Oh my
Crazy
goodness.
language.
Okay.
Flu,
Thank you.
not flow.
Yeah.
That's one of the top teams in Denmark, HB Koga. And so to make 16 matches, score 4 goals for him. She was previously with a couple other teams in Europe. So I don't know the exact things that happened in Spokane. We might be able to figure out when we do a Spokane preview with somebody later on this month. But yeah, you look at her at face value and you just say, oh, it's somebody who didn't crack the 18 for a pretty decent, pretty good Zephyr team, but there's more to her than that. So adding Grabius, adding Walker, I think they're doing a good job of addressing their needs, Carolina. Very defensively sound, organized, disciplined midfield, but the forwards weren't really a super high scoring team, Carolina.
Yeah.
Except for that one game they went off like 5-0 on Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't count. That's an outlier. Come on.
Yeah. It's the exception, not the rule.
Yep.
Spokane released forward Riley Tanner. Played one game.
Yeah, tell us about Riley Tanner, Liz.
Played one game. Spokane signed defender Kelsey Euler.
One game. Hey, best of luck, Riley.
What is okay? Went to Arkansas last year, made the Sweet 16 tournament run. 3-time Idaho Player of the Year. Might be future target for AC Boise when they come into the league. Yeah.
She originally, of course, like a Meridian native, which is like a suburb of Boise. She went to Gonzaga for 3 years, which is the school right there in Spokane. So that's the tie there. And then transferred to Arkansas to kind of hit the big time in the SEC. Made that good tournament run. She's a good player. It will be interesting to see when the newly announced, newly unbranded or branded, unveiled AC Boise comes into the league. Is she someone they want to bring back home? Or does Spokane try to keep the clamps on her as, a local college grad? Is that more important to her than going to where she grew up, where she played her high school ball? I like it. I know the people up in Spokane are fond of Gonzaga, so that's a good signing for them. They're going to like that. And then they got a loan from Seattle Reign, which I like to see that Reign Zephyr pipeline sometimes. They've done a couple loans, right? But they got midfielder Olivia Vanderjagt, third-round pick in the 2022 draft. She's had 56 league appearances in the NWSL, which is a startlingly high number for a player being loaned to Super League, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Usually it's like a rookie they want to see get some minutes or somebody that needs some time to develop. But 56 NWSL appearances, and they say go play for Spokane. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's an odd one. Dallas made one signing. They
Yep.
signed a goalkeeper, Riley Foster, coming from Durham FC in the English second tier. Had a life-threatening car crash in
So funny about
2021,
that.
has fully recovered. Her first pro contract was with Liverpool in 2020, has been kind of rebuilding since the car crash. So I guess kind of makes sense that she kind of dropped down to the second tier. And then I guess is like, hey, America, let's do it.
Yeah, she's a Canadian, Kitchener native, played for the U20s several years ago. But I think this is a good. I don't know if Super League is established enough to consider itself a step up from the women's championship, the second tier in England. But I think this is a good way to get some minutes. I know Dallas has a good front office. That they're doing a lot of things right. So it's an interesting signing. I don't know what exactly the skill level she is going to display is, I think as far as goalies for Trinity, they've still got Madison White, right? Does that sound right?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Just gonna support you. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot. So I was looking at the NWSL subreddit today, specifically for any of the Super League loans, and I missed this one.
Yeah, I saw you highlight and
recent.
copy paste Olivia Vanderjack, by the way.
Yes, and so I wanted to see what the NWSL folks say. I'm interested to see their comments whenever there's a Super League trade. And what was really surprising to me was that before I sorted like new, I went by relevance. It's a whole bunch of like OL Reign extends contract. Homegrown player feels like lucky to play for OL Reign. Like,
oh yeah, she's a Seattle Life
when they were the OL Reign. That was like what, at least 2 years ago.
She grew up she's from like Kent. She went to Washington.
That is weird.
She played for the Sounders women before she went pro. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, someone says after Mezza's success, Seattle is loaning everybody out.
Yeah. Seattle has made a couple loans actually.
Yeah.
That's a good segue because Jacksonville got themselves one too. And it's one I'm salty about. I know it's not Jacksonville's fault they signed her, but you take you take this and you compound it with Georgia Brown, and I feel like they're dipping into our dipping sauce here a little bit, which I don't like. And now they're double dipping, which means they've got their dirty Duval saliva all over our sauce. Not a big fan of it. So they got extended metaphor done. They got from Seattle defender Julia Lester. She is a Tampa native. She attended the Academy of Holy Names right there in South Tampa. 10 minutes from the stadium, She went to the University of Florida.
Are you upset, Tom?
Am I upset? A little bit. Can you tell?
A little bit.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. 86 games to the Gators. That should be ours. I don't care if Gainesville might be close to Jacksonville. They're ours. USF is ours. Whatever. Territorial right now. I feel like a dog on a chain. But yeah, Lester played in Cyprus for Apollon Limassol, which if it sounds familiar to anybody out there, that is the team that Nasello played for. She actually left a year before Nasello got there. I was really excited thinking they overlapped. They don't. And then after Cyprus, 33 games for Racing Louisville, and then 5 games for Reign since joining them last season. So, nothing on her. A little bit against Jacksonville, even though I'm sure they're just happy to have her. But like Seattle, send her to Tampa. First of all, we need news, and second of all, I'm sure her family would love to have it like a 30-minute drive from wherever they live instead of a 3-4 hour drive to Jacksonville to watch her. Yeah, a couple good NWSL loans right there from Seattle. They're giving out some decent players, and yeah, I think the San Meza might be a kind of a good sign for NWSL clubs to be like, wow, we could really. That's not a bad place to let your player develop and not have to worry about playing against them either.
Yeah.
All right,
All
Liz, that
right.
brings us
So,
back
like,
up
the
top.
only actually interesting stuff that happened this week with Lexington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you made it through this whole show where we didn't talk about the Sun at all, except to be mad at them, congratulations. Here's the treat at the end. It's what's Lexington doing. We're giving you guys little sugar cubes in honor of the horse culture up there. You like that one?
Yeah.
Liz, as soon as you're ready, start with the one that you found interesting, please.
Lexington appoints Masaki Hemi as the head coach.
Yeah.
Was the coach for the Denver Pioneers AC from 2016-2022. Was the assistant AC. I'm an idiot. Assistant coach.
Athletic Club Denver
I got
Pioneers.
there. I got there. I did. It took me a minute, but I got there, which is a summary of a lot of things in my life. Was the assistant coach / interim head coach for New Mexico United for a year, 2022 to 23, and was the assistant coach / interim head coach for the Chicago Red Stars, the actual Red Stars.
Yeah. Yeah. So
for a year, from last year to the end of
just
now.
Yeah. As far as I can tell from anybody who's familiar with the man, anybody who's talked about him, he's both a good coach and a good person, which is 180 degrees difference from the last man in charge at the glue factory in Lexington, Kentucky. Yeah, I like him.
Man in charge of the glue factory.
Yeah. Masaki Hemi, the foreman of the glue factory.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Thanks, Eureka. Amazing. Yeah, I you're right. I like this Hemi signing a lot. He seems like a guy who really knows what he's doing. Interesting name. He is from Japan, but he moved to Carlsbad, New Mexico, like as a high schooler. I know, right? What the hell?
What?
Yeah, what? You know how you do.
What incredibly strange turn does your life have to take for that to happen?
Well, and then he seems. I want to talk to this guy.
Oh yeah, can we get him on the? I bet you we get him on the podcast before we'll get DSB.
Right. He seems like that, like the Dos Equis most interesting man in the Super League is Masaki.
Yeah.
Because he went from Japan to New Mexico for high school, and I think that was part of his academic interest. Because after graduating, he went to college to play soccer and study at the Colorado School of Mines. So he went into like mining engineering for a couple years before he went back into soccer coaching. The dude loves rocks.
Oh yeah, according to Eureka, big brain school.
Big brains. It is. Yeah, our resident Colorado expert, Eureka.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he knows. Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing to get in there. So yeah, what an interesting life, interesting career path. Every picture you see of him, he looks like he's like smiling and having a really good time. So like
he gives like Ted Lasso vibes, but less cringy.
Yes, yeah, like a really pure Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
If Ted liked mining a lot. But yeah, he's a great guy, I feel like, to put in charge.
Even Yuki was excited. She knows him or something.
Okay.
Because Yuki, I wish I'd taken a screenshot or something. Yuki like reposted it and was like, welcome or something like that. Like she knew him or something.
All right, yeah, that's awesome. I mean, there's definitely a chance they did. They're both Japanese. They both run in the same circles. Yeah, that's cool. Don't take her from us. You know.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. But yeah, they're doing such a big turnaround up there in Lexington. You know, god awful team last year. Not afraid to say it. Everyone knows. But they've signed so many players. They're still signing players, big players too. They're putting money into what they're doing up there. They do not want to be 9th place this year, and they are not going to be. I think.
Speaking of putting money in.
Yeah. Speaking of putting money in, great transition. Go for it.
Lexington announces they're signing Addie McCain.
Yep.
For a quote unquote record breaking transfer fee for the USL Super League. The 1-year-old league.
Yeah. This is
Sorry,
maybe
I have
the
to raid on their
funniest,
parade a little bit.
this is maybe the funniest use of like a record breaking, like we've done it before. Oh, the first ever time this happened in the Super League, but yeah, this is probably the funniest one.
Yeah.
I'll use my one here because this is a shocking signing for me. What the fuck? Holy hell. They signed Addie McCain, the captain of Fort Lauderdale, misplayed all 30 games for the league runners-up, misled them in goals scored. That is not messing around. Right?
It's like a 2 for 1 because now Fort Lauderdale is sad.
Yeah. I mean, I do worry about, look, they got rid of Addie McCain, and that's awesome. What are they going to do with all that money they just got, though? Who they about to spend that money on?
Oh, shit.
Right? Oh, God, I didn't think about the other end of that. Yeah. So, yeah, look for Fort Lauderdale. I don't think it's going to be splashing all that money on one player, but look for him to bring in a couple good players here. And they're already obviously a very good team. So a couple of players to kind of round things out could be dangerous. I mean, we could be looking at, a top 4 of like Carolina, Lexington, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale next year in the playoffs. Which actually isn't that different. It's just Lexington instead of Dallas.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. It would be crazy to see Lexington up there, but they're putting in the work to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to that end, they brought in I'll do that one. They brought in defender Justina Gaynor. She's a 2024 grad of Michigan State, the Spartans. Went on trial for the Chicago Red Stars just this past preseason 2025. Liz, you've decided we're not calling them the Chicago Stars, so I'm abiding by that. But yeah, she impressed in the trial, made the team, only made 2 appearances before she was let go on the 1st of July. And then just like a week after that got picked up by Lexington. So they were waiting for that shoe to drop. They were probably in talks. I mean, almost certainly in talks in June. And that's why she made the mutual termination of that contract. But yeah, they're turning over rocks, looking far and wide, finding some good players. And keeping really good players too, right, Liz?
Yep. They decided to keep Sarah Cox, their starting goalkeeper for last season, which makes sense because she was really good.
One of the bright spots up there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everybody else is keeping pace, making the usual signings you would expect to see, except for us. We're not doing anything. But Lexington is going bonkers right now. They're the team of they've won the offseason already, and we haven't even done anything.
Nope.
Big team to look out for. Not going to be the same Lexington team. You're cheating yourself if you're going to next season thinking they're 3 free points like they have been this past year.
Yeah, no, for sure. I really hope they can get some wins, really drum up some fans.
Yeah,
some less fair weather fans, although the weather did kind of suck there.
Right, less fair weather fans and more fair weather.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Man, that's pretty much it. I hope this team gives us something for next week, right?
That would be really nice because we can't just keep going off what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, we feel like a bunch of freak voyeurs just looking at everybody else's windows in the neighborhood. Like, oh, they got a new appliance.
Taylor Swift has a whole song about that.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
It's literally called "I Look in People's Windows." I'm not joking.
Song of the week right there.
Wow, and now my shirt's relevant. Yay!
Oh, you did
it. Yay! Which, if you don't know what this is, it's just because you were it on Tumblr in like 2014. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah. I don't know. There's probably a couple of people watching that do out of our audience, to be fair.
Lord.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Right?
Yeah. Hopefully there's Sun news next week.
Yeah.
All right.
I sure hope we'll have some sugar cubes for you guys. But in the meantime, like and subscribe.
Yes, like, subscribe. We are at RBLR Sun FC on all of the socials and at RBLR Sports on the YouTubes where our beautiful faces are. Come look at our beautiful faces. Bye.
Thank you for tuning into this presentation by RBLR Sports. On your way out of the stadium, please remember to like and subscribe.